Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It is the MLG Spring Championships. Anaheim, make some noise.
There they go. There we go.
That is right. We are kicking off with one hell of a match. We got Unite Gaming facing off against Prime Example. It is the very first match of the Spring Championships, and we couldn't ask for two closer teams. Both of them so good at not only hardpoint, they're also incredible at CTF.
These are well-rounded teams, no doubt about it. I think there's a great story in Unite. You know, they did so well, finishing second at Dallas, kind of just going in shambles, finishing the, trying to rebuild this team. Slack did a great job, put some great players there. There's Revan from Prime Example. He was casting with us, decided to go back to playing. Love seeing him out there. So these Prime Example guys, cool, calm, and relaxed, getting ready to kick off Anaheim.
Man, this Prime Example squad, it belongs to chance to get to know him a little bit better at E3. He was absolutely going off in all the S&D games, but also his SMG is on point and hard point. Sitting next to him, though, you got the boys who've been playing together for quite a few months from Chicago, Illinois. We got Nameless and Saints. And Saints, he was actually one of the best pickups I saw at the Call of Duty Championships. He absolutely went off with that Soar squad. Yeah. Look for him to drop 40 bombs at any moment. And then, of course, Slack, the captain, the only guy on this team that finished second last event. He's already been to a championship. He's not even an adult yet. He's like 16 years old. And Slack, he's just so talented, but the thing I'm most impressed by him is how clutch he goes in CTF.
Look at Unite, man. It looks like an entourage over here. They're rolling like 13 deep back here behind the crowd, man. And you got Bezo, who is known as the #1 game battles player. He's got that on under his belt, and he's a very entertaining individual. So I like the Unite squad, man. I like this group.
I was actually asking Unite. I was like, so you are one of the few teams out there that actually plays with a coach, and your coach is Bezo. Yeah. I was asking Nameless, why Bezo out of everyone? Why would not go after another like pro player or someone that is constantly playing eights? And he said, Bezo's our hype man, dude. Yeah. Bezo gets us fired up. He's going to bring that energy. Look for him to be jumping around anytime Unite has a big play.
And that's important, like being the hype guy, because when you start playing these matches and they can be long days, you need somebody to give you that boost and get you amped up. And a lot of teams have that, but when you can add a coach that doesn't get as demoralized as easy as maybe a player would, that's huge, man. So the Prime Example team going a different route without an entourage, no coach, and these guys.
You don't need a coach when you got Revan, man.
No kidding. Jeez, Revan's just a wealth of knowledge, isn't he?
Yeah, so just 2 months ago, Revan was up here in the booth with us. He did an amazing job casting, one of my favorite co-casters in the game, but he needed to get back on the sticks. He has the hunger for it. Revan working with Cosmo, working with Neslo to build up this team, and he actually said that the surprise player to watch, the X Factor, is going to be Davis, a player who is found through online scrimmages, open lobbies. Davis, he is going to be the X Factor for this team. If he goes off, Prime Example can take Unite down.
Absolutely, and I just want to point out here, because I'm sure there's some new people to the stream, the headphones that they actually have on are soundproof headphones, and underneath that are earbuds that they can keep in for all the audio. This is because the caster audio is going out there to all the physical spectators here, and then they use their headsets when they're not on main stage. So just thought I'd throw that out there, because I know some people probably had that question in mind.
All right, guys, well, it is a best-of-5 series. Game #1 of the MLG Spring Championships is kicking off right now. It's Raid Hardpoint, and we are going to get this one started. Quiz, who do you want to watch, my friend?
I think we got to go on Slacked, and we got to go on Unite Gaming. I really do, man. Let's make it happen.
All right, well, of course, Hardpoint, if you're new to it, it's basically a moving territory. If you sit in that territory, you are going to get 1 point per second of hill control. And Fwiz, we're going to be getting this one started with Slack, your man. Early on, it looks like Prime is in the first hill, but Slack, he's going to be throwing that smoke. He's working with Fizzer, and they just broke the point just like that. They have total control. And I want to point out here, guys, you have a mini-map in the bottom right. Your blue team, that's Unite. Your red team, Prime Example, will be playing in yellow. But Fwiz, as we get this game started, for some of the more casual fans out there, can you explain what are the basic fundamentals of hardpoint? How do you win this game mode?
Yeah, you basically first to 250 or 10 minutes, whatever the case may be, the hard points are going to be rotating. Everyone knows which point each hard point moves to. There's an anchor roll that allows you to spawn in a more advantageous side as well as grabbing streaks. Revan, though, right here, a monster, picks up his sentry gun as well before getting taken out. So he's holding it for his team. However, you've got Unite up 23-10 as we're jumping on boards with Saints. He takes out Cosmo, and now they're able to hold it down in the kitchen. They've got the hard point. They're racking up the points here, Bucket.
All right, so Saints on your screen, moving the sentry gun. I really love how he's able to get his score streaks in just the first hill. Of course, this is the first year that score streaks have been included in competitive Call of Duty here at MLG. And man, Fwiz, the addition of it has made this game mode so much more exciting. That sentry gun absolutely devastating if you don't take it down with an EMP. And as we take a look at our scoreboard just 2 minutes in, Saints, obviously, our player to watch, 9-4, 3 captures, 3 defense. He still has the lightning strike, still has the Hellstorm, and he's starting to rotate his sentry gun to its 3rd location in our very first game.
There you go, Saints setting it up, and they've just been so Prime Example had a really good start on the first hard point. Revan was able to move in. They got those initial points. I think they were able to get 8 or 9 of those. Since then, Unite has just been dominating these guys. You've got Davis now that's got a couple kills under his belt. He's trying to just combat all of these score streaks that the Unite squad has got racked up as we're on board with Saints. He's trying to get some shots in here and now moving slowly. He's not too far from Slack. Gets his first shots off. Saints takes out Neslo. Going to start moving in here to push this hard point, and Revan takes him out there. So Saints not able to take control of that hard point, and now Prime Example able to really get some points on the board and try to tie this one up.
We're on board with Saints, and once again, he's just clearing the way. Nice 2-piece there, but Davis answers back with a 3-piece. Let's jump on board with the Prime, guys. They're down about 30 seconds. Cosmo trying to get the players in transition as the next hard point is going to the basketball court. And with this, if we take a look at this mini-map, it really looks like this Prime Example team, they're going to try and rotate first. Unfortunately, Cosmo getting the far back garage spawn. Hellstorm missiles are coming down. This is going to be tough for Prime to now set up on this basketball court with all the airstrikes coming in from Unite Gaming.
Yeah, so Nameless was able to hold it down in the garage and get those final points. Prime Example had to move to the basketball court. They were able to get this one, so this is huge. Now they're hiding out here. Neslo's just setting it up, trying to get some points here. They've got to hold this down to really get that lead back. They've been down the whole game. Nice play coming out of here as we're on board with Cosmo. Trophy system defense, but now you just see Unite comes in. Fizzerp and Slack taking care of business. They move in there, but they still have it though. I mean, now they've got to pull it back from Unite.
All right, so it's about a 40-second game right now. Unite has control, but with in a hard point game, what is the amount of margin that you can give your opponent and still make a comeback?
Oh man, you don't want to give much for Unite. Like 50 points right now, it's not the end of the world. You can take a hard point, you can come back from that. But you just, at this level of play, the room for error is so small that you can't really let this get, take you down too much. So Prime did a great job. They fought back for this hard point. They didn't abandon. They're going to get the, kind of the garbage time in here to able to keep this 107-70, add some points on there. So well played by Prime Example. We're on board with Revan. He's making moves and going to jump in there. Gets just there, taken out. So now we're going to jump on Neslo, who's had a little bit of a streak going here, and see if he can pull it off. Just misses it. So that was actually a really big kill by Nameless to reject him of the score streak.
Of course, this middle hard point, probably the most contested hard point of any of them on Raid. Everyone's just going to throw their bodies in the middle of the map. Let's see how Neslo attacks here. He goes down, but his teammate Cosmo is now on a 4-kill spree. If Cosmo gets this kill and gets in the hard point, he will be fully streaked out. Can he get it? No! Big kill from Slack. Slack is going to defend it, and now it is another 50-second lead for Unite Gaming. Let's stay on board with Slack to go full screen for the moment as we check our stats. Halfway into this game, Slack already at 22 and 15, looking to drop a 40 bomb here in game number 1.
He's made some really good stops here, so I think we're definitely watching the right cat. They're just going to stay on top of it. He's the one that's holding it down for the hard part, getting those points. He's going to abandon it, get ready to go ringside, and just setting up. They're not jumping on the hard point right away. It's a nice play by them because they knew that Prime was going to spawn in there, so they were trying to pick him off before they just jumped in, and now we're going to see Slack that picks it up, but it is contested. Finally, they clear it out. Slack picks up a nice kill, and it's Unite that's going to lock down this hard point.
Nice stick there by Slack. He's going to take down Revan. The double explosion on Cosmo as he uses the SMG as well. Looking for a player that's contesting in the middle. Teammate helps him out. This would be a big kill. Score streak now acquired. One Hellstorm, another kill will give him the lightning strike and Sentry. Slack must stay alive and get this final kill. There it is. Fully streaked out.
Picks up a two-piece.
Slack is
Look out,
dominating. 28 and 17 with 11 defense. Boys, on the other side, the best performance so far, Neslo at 19 and 19.
Yeah, Neslo, he's got to help out his team a little bit. They're still in this game, 3 minutes and 53 seconds left on the clock. Definitely can't, knock him out of this one yet. He's getting some sentry gun kills. He's got still score streaks in tow, so he's ready to roll. Prime Example is a very just smooth team too. They're not going to get too worked up, but Slacks, man, that Unite squad is just taking care of business.
Yeah, Unite Gaming just looking amazing at the moment. Kill contested, Slack dodges, will be taken down. Let's jump back on board with Prime Example for the moment. Cosmo throwing out that trophy system. That's going to block any projectiles coming his way. And Cosmo doing a great job of watching the back. His teammates go down on the front. He gets two, but he's taken down. What can Cosmo do with his M8A1? He's been struggling early on, but he's trying to get it heated up now. His teammates locking it down with Neslo on a 3-kill spree. You see the blue arrows on the mini-map already rotating to the next hard point. Cosmo is going to have his hands full trying to break in to this new hill.
Yeah, absolutely. And Revan, he's got some score streaks on the other side, so we jump on board with him. They can make a difference here. 2 minutes, 48 seconds left. Now you're starting to see it, but they've actually been down like 50 points. It's been the theme, Every time they've gotten close within that 50-point range, Unite has been able to answer back. Unite's holding it down here. You've got Nameless and Fizzer both just locking the hard point, and they've got to make moves here because 250 is coming very close.
I do want to point out, though, right now you'll notice Davis getting cleaned up by the sentry gun. That left side of the mini-map totally dominated by our blue squad. All of the battles are going to happen through the gym. Let's jump on board with Fizzer, who is going to be aware of that. Slack's working with them as well. Fizzer on a 5-kill spree is one away from getting a sentry gun of his own, and I have to say, this game, the deciding factor has been Unite's ability to get the score streaks and use them against Prime.
Yeah, I don't think anybody can argue that. I mean, look at Slack. Ended up going 37 and 23. He's got 12 defense, so they're pretty much just going to close this one out. All of the Unite team's got some score streaks. Fizzer's going to rip one here. He's actually close to getting another Hellstorm, so I think it's kind of, they're just buying time here, the Prime team.
Slack is going to pick up another 2 kills with that Hellstorm. Revan finally calling his Hellstorm back in. Fizzer's going to stay alive, but he did lose his sentry gun. Just 10 more seconds, and we got Nameless getting the final kills as he will be watching the top. He goes down back to Fizzerp in the middle. 4 more seconds. Prime's in the hill, but this one basically mathematically over. Unite, now they're just trying to add in some style points.
No, and you gotta give it to Prime Example. They didn't just give up and just like let it go out. They're still fighting. They still want to get these. This time is still good, valuable warm-up time that you can kind of take into the next game. So although it's statistically not possible for Prime to win at this point, they played playing solid all the way through the end.
All right.
And that's it, as I think Unite's going to be able to pull this one out. Ooh, 6 seconds
Next
left.
hard point, moving in 5 seconds. Nameless ready for it. Only 50 seconds left on the clock. Trophy system's down. Great protection. Fizzerp is in there. And what a game. Slack going huge.
Slack is a beast.
Unite Gaming continuing to impress. Doesn't matter who's on the squad. If you're playing with Slack, you're going to look awesome. And I can't wait to see these final stats. As Fizzer getting the team pumped up. He knows that next game type is SND, and that is where he's going to shine. But hard point, it was a story of Slack. 43 and 29, 12 defense, 34 and 20 from Nameless. Unite Gaming slaying the crap out of Prime Example in game 1.
I mean, they had the lead the entire game. Other than the first 20 seconds.
First 30 seconds was in favor of Prime.
Yeah.
After that, over.
And I think the closest that Prime Example ever got was within 50 points. So just a shellacking by Unite at the hands of Slacked. And, well, actually all of them did
all
pretty
four.
well. Yeah, all 4 of them. But, you know, they did well. So we're going to switch it up a little bit now. We're going to go to a little slower paced search and destroy game, and they're going to be playing on standoff. This is a great opportunity for Prime to take one away from them.
All right, well, guys, we're going to a quick commercial break. Prime example,
Yep.
They're going to go over their strategies, talk about what went wrong, and get their game faces on. Game number 2 of the best of 5 continues when we return.